Excuse me?
I know my truth.
I do know my truth. And the truth is, one, we're broadcasting from the Storms Rose Junk Removal Studios. And two, I had to umpire an inning last night. Not one of my favorite moments in Little League Baseball. Gotta be honest. Glad I did it for the experience. But we were doing a scrimmage last night, and, there's no umpires for that. So all the coaches were just taking, rotations to stand behind the mound and, call the pitches, balls, strikes, whatever, right? Okay. So I'll say this. At the end of the day, someone compared me to Angel Hernandez, I believe it was, which sounds familiar. I just can't put my finger on who he is. He's shit. It was not fun. It was nice because I got to go up there and work with one of the pitchers who did a great job listening. Only has a few things to really ultimately to work on. But it was funny because there was one pitch in particular where it's going to be a strike, and I think I would have had a better angle if I was behind the plate. But it curved to the left. The way the way the pitcher threw it, it was a very interesting curve that I don't think a lot of people saw. But it curved to the left, and everybody's like, "That's a strike," and I'm like, "Gee." I hesitated. It literally took me about 2 seconds to go. I'm like, ball outside, and everybody's just like, "What? No. Like, shut up. I said what I said, okay?" And then there was and this one I'm pretty sure I screwed this up, but that's fine, whatever. There was a runner on first, the batter hits it, they throw to first, get the guy out, then they throw to second. It's not a force at that point because they got the runner out at first. So that just stifles, that just nulls the force out at second. So basically the runner can go either direction. Okay? So now he's tagged. He has to be tagged. And he got into second and he didn't get tagged, but I said he's out. And then he walks off the base, and then the baseman tags him. So technically he was out. Because he was out because I said he was out, so he started walking off. So then everybody's just like, "No, he's safe." I said what I said. Okay? And then half the kids are like, "No, that's not right." I'm fucking arguing with blue? Is that your problem? You got a thing against blue people? Is that the thing that's happening here? Oh, shit. No, you didn't. It's so funny. And then the kids afterwards were talking to our team, the Wolfpack, and they're still complaining about the second base call. Well, that wasn't right, coach. Do you need to go to the eye doctor? Because that wasn't right. And then I just simply said,
Excuse me?
I know my truth.
Because I know my truth. My truth is, even if I fucked up, I'm saying I did the right thing. You're welcome. Hey, listen, it was a scrimmage. You got to learn how to deal with adversity. This is real life, people. I'm just building character. Golly. You've never made a mistake? Huh? Oh my God. I better get a, apology letter from all the kids. Be like, "Hey, listen, the second base call, we're sorry. It went in your favor. Jesus. Sorry, coach. You're the best. We love you. Here's a box of chocolates." Anyway, I could never be an umpire. It's way too difficult. My brain doesn't process fast enough for that nonsense. And then when you hear people going, "Oh, what?" They're like, "I saw what I saw." Eat a fat one, okay? Anyway, I could never do it. Never do it. Because I'd be the umpire that starts yelling at people and ejecting people. You're out of here. You're out. There's like nobody. There's no coaches left, no parents left, nothing. Who? Did I hear somebody say something? Somebody snicker? Huh? You're done. You're done. Get out of here. Scram. Anyway, guys, we got a great show coming your way. Don't forget to interact with the show any way you can. If you've ever umpired, you know what I'm talking about. I only did it for an inning and not even a full inning. It was a half an inning, and it's a scrimmage. So I really ultimately was like, whatever. Oh, shit, I called a ball, and it should have been a strike. Oh, no. Guess what? I'm not like I'm that one lady that calls the ABS take to a review, and the ball is like right down the fucking middle, right in the middle of the strike zone. And they're like, that's not a ball. That's a strike. She's all bullshit. Okay, whatever. Get the robots on it. Robots come back, and they're like, she's a moron. She can't call strikes worth of shit. It's not like I was that bad. God. If it's on the corner, it's just, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, got a great show coming your way. Can't wait to jump into it. It's going to be a fantastic sports section, jam-packed. All right, guys, here we go. Let's do this. Enough of that. Let's jump into the sports section.
He's walked the hallowed grounds of Folsom Field, Coors Field, and Mile High Stadium.
He runs with the 50. He runs with the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
It's time for sports with DeHuff.
Today's sports section is presented to you by Roof Goat USA. Check them out at roofgoatusa.com. Well, the Colorado Avalanche snuffed out the Flames last night. Do you like that wordplay? Fantastic. Can you tell I used to do sports updates for 104.3 The Fan? Boom. Avalanche snuffed out the Flames last night. Avalanche shut down the Stars. Oh, yeah. I used to love doing that stuff. So stupid. Anyway, the Avalanche were skating with the Flames last night, and let's just say this. It got out of hand in a good way.
Center pass shot wide by Kelly. McCarr looking. Fakes now down low. In front. Score! Nazem Kadri. The feed right through the crease by Natchez. McKinnon to the circle. Center pass shot saved by Wolf. Rebound shot. Score! Nazem Kadri again. His second. Into the slot. Landeskog. Safe. Score! Game Landeskog puts it through the 5-hole on his own rebound. Takes. Out of Drew. McCarr long reach shot. Score! Parker Kelly. Taken by McCarr. Gale. McKinnon one-timer. Score! Nathan McKinnon. It just got away from Cooley. Short side shot. Save. No score. Marty Natchez. Great puck movement by the Avs. Ahead. Drury finds Kelly. Walks it in. Gave it up. Malinsky. Score! Sam Malinsky to the backhand and inside the post. It's an 8-1 Avalanche lead.
They literally had an avalanche of goals. Am I right? Anybody? No. Damn, guys, you guys suck. It was like final score was like 8-2, some shit like that. That's crazy. But that's hockey. That can happen. And by the way, I got to play this because I heard this the other day. Didn't get a chance to play it. Marc Moser does play-by-play for the Colorado Avalanche. Amazing human being. One of my favorite people that I've ever worked with in media because he is such a fantastic talent. Here's this call that Moj did the other day. It is hilarious.
Wrist shot, floated, score! Parker Kelly, butter my butt, call me a biscuit. He got a piece between the circles, and the Avs have tied the game at 2.
If you didn't hear, he says, butter my butt and call me a biscuit.
Butter my butt, call me a biscuit.
Yeah.
Butter my butt, call me a biscuit.
I love that. That's awesome. Thanks, Moj. So good. Well, the Avalanche, they're rolling right now. They're looking pretty good. Obviously, there's a few things that they can clean up. I was listening to Jared Bednar, the head coach of the Colorado Avalanche. I was cutting up the press conference this morning. He was talking about how, yes, they played really well, but there was a lot of stuff on the defense, with the exception of Wedgie between the pipes. I mean, he was pretty damn solid back there. But as far as the defense goes, there was times where they kind of got away with things because Wedgie was so good, but they were kind of loose and sloppy, according to him. And I believe what he says, as far as the defense goes. So that's something. Even though they had a blowout win, there's still a lot that they can break down and analyze. Here's Kadri talking after the game. Keep in mind, they're playing against his former team, the team that he just got traded from, the Flames.
I want to win. That's as simple as it is. I don't care where I am. I want to win, and it's obviously no disrespect, and we all know how I feel about that organization over there. So at the end of the day, when the puck hits the ice, I want to make an impact on winning.
I love that. I love that. It doesn't matter. Hey, he's got to put that shit in the past, and obviously they did, and the Avalanche skate away as victors. Cannot wait for the playoffs to start, because on paper, the Avalanche are favorites to win the cup. But that doesn't mean anything if they don't continue to tighten things up. Like I was saying, Bednar's talking about how they can tighten up their defense, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So we'll see. We'll see. Can't wait for that to happen. The Denver Nuggets have won 6 in a row as I do this show. 6 in a row, not only, 6 in a row, but if you go back to when they started winning, this winning streak started was when I had that come to Jesus talk with the Nuggets and said, pull your head out of your butt and keep the pedal to the ground and just don't let up, right? I did that for you guys, okay? You're welcome, Nuggets. I posted the video snippet of me saying it. It's like 10, 15 seconds at the most. I posted that on social media, and she's like, I'm boycotting this guy or blah, blah, blah. She was like mad. She was mad that I said that. And I'm like, why? Why should we be upset that when as a fan, I watch my favorite team or a team and expect excellence out of them? Why is that a bad thing? So she's like, I'm blocking him, and I suggest you all block him too. And she literally did block me. That's fucking stupid. Really? Come on. Come on. Do you want a participation trophy in life? Is that what it is, ma'am? Send me your address. I'll send you a sticker. How about that? I don't want to waste the postage. Postage is going up. That's expensive. Okay? Come on. Quit being so soft about that shit. Okay? My God. Sometimes you need to hear the hard truth. You're sucking. And you need to play better. We've all had those moments, whether it's in sports or it's in a work setting or just life. You need to be better. It sucks in the moment. But guess what? If you absorb it and do something with it and try to move forward with that information and be better, what the fuck is wrong with that? God dang. I'm just saying. Just saying. She does not sound like somebody that would be fun to hang out with. She'd be like, oh my gosh, people are so mean. They're booing. Yeah? It's not like you're booing like kids, high school or below. Professionals, yeah, fucking boo them. I don't care. I do not care. God, people piss me off. They do. They do. The other day, Caitlin Clark made a lot of headlines as she was on a broadcast. She does a good job with that. She's not self-centered like Angel Reese, but Angel Reese if she just wasn't so arrogant, I think. And listen. There's a difference between confidence and arrogance. Okay, very fine line. But she's leaning on the arrogance. That's not to say that one day she can't be just confident in her game and not sound like a bitch. But she just comes off as an arrogant bitch. That's just honest. It's not a black or white thing, so fuck off if you're trying to throw that in my face. Jesus Christ. Anyway, nip that in the bud. But Caitlin Clark was on the pregame with, I don't fucking know. I don't know. But anyway, she's talking about Nikola Jokic coming back from injury. Here you go.
I think everybody knew he was going to do everything he could to get back. And, I mean, there's not many people that average a triple-double, let alone you're lucky enough to get maybe a couple of those in a season. He's done it all year long and back-to-back years. So it's pretty incredible. And honestly, he's probably my favorite player to watch, and I think he's the best player in the world.
We have the same agent. That's why she said it.
That's Jokic at the end. He's like, listen, the only reason she said that is because we have the same agent, which is funny. It's funny. Here's what's funny, too, is I posted that video with Clark and Jokic together, and some guy's like, I don't see what the big deal is. Russell Westbrook's been doing that for all the time, for even longer, or something like that. Like, you dumb fuck. First of all, Jokic is only like maybe 11 or 12 triple doubles away from surpassing Russell Westbrook in about 6 years less of a career, something like that. I have the numbers. I forgot to transfer them from my phone to the computer. But the point is, yeah, he's been doing it, but Jokic is about to surpass him in a much shorter time. That's a big fucking difference. And I'm going to say this real quick, guys. I would rather have a teammate that is consistently, no knock on Russell Westbrook at all. I would rather have somebody like that on my team that's performing and executing triple doubles than somebody that's scoring a lot of points. Because what goes into that? It's not just scoring points. It's collecting rebounds. It's assists. He's a team player. That's what I'd rather have on my team instead of somebody that's and that's kind of a shot at SGA. SGA does a great job. He does a great job scoring points. That being said, it's not that much more than what Joker's doing on a regular basis. Last I checked. But by the way, did you see SGA got called for an offensive foul on a game-winning shot, a potential game-winning shot? And he's just like, oh, what? What? You're not supposed to do that. I'm Sir Flopperton. God dang it. That's what pisses me off, too. I would respect SGA if he just didn't flop so much. I was listening to the broadcast, too. Somebody called out, maybe it was Hastings, called out Joker for flopping so much. I could be wrong. It could have been somebody else. But that part of these guys' games needs to go away because you're ruining your legacy. It's really hard to defend. Listen, as much as I love Joker, and I think he is, him and Wemby are the top for MVP candidates. Flopping, man, it's hard to defend that. It's fucking annoying. Get rid of that shit. SGA, dude, people would love him all across the league if he just stopped flailing around like a goddamn limp chicken. It's like one of those ones you see at the store where you just grab, if you squeeze its body, it's going to go, ah! That's the SGA. Ah! He's flopping around. So annoying. Can't stand that dude. Just quit flopping. Everybody, Joker included. But anyway, it's nice to see game respecting game when it comes to Caitlin Clark on Nikola Jokic. Checking in on the Colorado Rockies. You know what? How about them Rockies? Hitting some big shots.
And this ball's well hit. Deep right field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. Deep into Rogers Center right field pavilion. And the Rockies lead it 4-1.
And the Rockies were looking for a greasy goal, Drew. How about one off the second deck?
Thank you so much to Drew Goodman and Ryan Spielbergs with the call on Rockies TV. That was Troy Johnston hitting a 423-foot two-run home run. Rockies get their much-needed first win of the season against the Blue Jays yesterday. 14-5 was the final. That's the way to get out of a slump. Rockies, as I say this, are 1-3 on the season. Listen, hey, I said they're going to be tickling the playoffs this year. They are. Okay, everybody laughs. Now look at us. Now look, I'm saying us. Now look at the Rockies. Rockies on their way to a successful season after getting their first win of the season. You're welcome. Positive vibes, guys. Positive vibes. I think that the Rockies could do it. Could do it. Don't prove me wrong. Don't prove me wrong. Prove me right, Rockies. And I want this to happen, Rockies. As the season goes on, and you do better and better, and you're shutting up all those haters, I want to throw out a first pitch. I want to throw out a first pitch at Coors Field because you are going to look at all the positivity I'm throwing your way, Rockies. I have learned from my flaws last year, riding on the bandwagon of hate when it came to the Rockies, projecting that negative energy towards the club. This year, I'm projecting positivity. And look, now they're 1-3. Sky's the limit. Okay? That means I get to throw out a first pitch sometime this season. Doesn't that make sense, Rockies? Let's do it. I'll work on it, and it'll be one of those things where people are going to go, my God. And like all the coaches, they don't normally smoke, but in this situation, they have to. They're all lighting up. My God, that DeHuff guy, he's got a cannon. Nobody's going to say that. But in my mind, that could happen. I want to throw out a first pitch. That'd be freaking awesome. And we could get the entire Wolfpack team behind me. How cool would that be? Until somebody gets in my space. And then I'm going to be like, back up. Back up. Coach needs room. Criminy. Are you making eye contact with me? Don't you make eye contact with me. Are you farting around? Quit farting around. There's people watching. My goodness gracious. If I screw up, it's all on you guys. All on you. You're ruining my dreams. Forever, you're going to be a dream ruiner. Okay? My goodness gracious. I can't do it now. I'm stressed. Then I throw some heat. Slap. My God. I can see it now, guys. I can see it now. I think that'll be fun. Especially with the Wolfpack. Hey, get a catcher for each kid, too. I'm just saying. That would be fantastic. What a moment. What a freaking moment. Rockies, come on. Don't break the little kids' hearts. Jeez. Anyway, guys, we got more coming your way, but real quick, when it comes to roof repairs, you're going to want to go with the best. You're going to want to go with the GOAT. But who's the GOAT? Roof Goat USA. They've been in business for over 24 years. They understand all the headaches that comes with fixing a roof. Trust me, been there, done it. Ugh. It can be a nightmare, whether it's a repair, replacement, dealing with those insurance companies. Okay? Roof Goat USA knows how to handle all that stuff. They do. Sometimes the insurance company's just like, no, we're not going to do it. Guess what? Roof Goat USA's got your back. They know how to deal with all that stuff, and they'll figure something out. Okay? They will. That's what they do. They're the GOAT. Go to roofgoatusa.com right now, and you can sign up for a free evaluation. They'll come out, check out your house, see if there's any damage. If there is, figure out what the next steps are. Pretty simple. Give you a free quote right then and there. Roof Goat USA guarantees their work. They got a 30-year coverage from install date. That's all materials and labor for 30 years from date of installation. So for all your roofing needs, go ahead, contact the GOAT. Go to roofgoatusa.com. Again, roofgoatusa.com. I said they'll give you a free quote right then and there, but it might take some time. But they'll give you a free quote, okay? Woo, woo. I don't want to get in trouble, okay? Or them to get in trouble. They're like, DeHuff fan, where is it? Where is it? Do I get a coupon now? No. Experience the Roof Goat USA difference today. The Seattle Seahawks are going to be featured on this summer's Hard Knocks, and the New England Patriots are going to be featured on the 2027 summer Hard Knocks. Yeah. As long as it's not the Broncos or your favorite team. I don't like those Hard Knocks. I haven't watched the Hard Knocks shows in a while. It just got to be a little bit more, a little too Kardashians-like for me. I don't like it that much. I don't feel, maybe it's because I lived in the sports world for so long that, watching it, I'm like, I don't see what the big deal is with this shit. But maybe you like it. Are you excited about that? It's interesting. Maybe I would watch it if it was my team. If you're a Lions fan, maybe you're a Cowboys fan. Shit, everybody watch it if it's the Cowboys, right? Because of Jerry. Jerry is just like, hey, Jerry, what's going on? What's up? What do they call him? They don't call him coach. They're just calling him boss man. Is that what they call Jerry Jones? Is just big boss? Big boss. Big boss, how's it going? Hey, everybody, I'm Jerry Jones. Yum, 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 yum. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm looking for my Jerry Jones soundbite. Jerry Jones, like, making a big to-do about his upgrades in the restrooms.
I want me some glory hole.
What, Jerry?
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah, Jerry and his glory holes in the bathroom. Whatever. I don't know. I mean, like, have they been on Hard Knocks? I imagine if they did, it was, there's so many people that just want to watch a train wreck too. If there's a train wreck team out there, it's, I guess, the Browns and the Raiders are the ones that are the biggest train wrecks. Do you really want to watch the Seahawks or the Patriots? I mean, they seem like they're well run. That's not must-see TV. It is for the fan bases, but you want drama. If I'm HBO, I'm wanting to see the shittier teams, the teams that are just like, what the fuck is going on? Ones with like drama, like what the Vikings, because you got JJ McCarthy, the fucking shit. Is he still on the team or did he get cut? God, what a bust that guy is. Is he still on? For now. Yeah, he's still there. He just didn't do jack shit. But I don't know. You tell me, if your favorite team got chosen or has been chosen for Hard Knocks, is that must-see TV? And do you care otherwise? If it's not your favorite team, do you tune in? I can't knock you either way, but like I said, just because of where I came from, it's not that interesting to me. But I can understand why you would like it, I guess. Well, the NFL and the owners are meeting this week, and that means we got some fresh new sound coming out of that area. And Broncos general manager George Payton was talking about the Broncos' lack of movement for the most part in free agency and what that means.
We like our players. I mean, that was the plan. We compare all our players to what's there in free agency, and our guys favored, where they were pretty high. And we won a lot of games with these guys. They fit the culture, and not everyone does. Hard work and good. I mean, you're talking Singleton and Sternad and J.K. Dobbins. It really changed the landscape of our offense, and Trout and those type of guys. And then you kind of look, it's just an extension of what we've done over the last year and a half. We had 10 extensions, and these are some of the best players in the league. Surtain, Meinertz, Benito, Zach Allen, Roach, Court, Bull, all these guys. And so you can't do that and then make a big splash like some of these teams do. And so we feel really good with what we accomplished in free agency. We filled a lot of needs with good players that we know, and yet we had flexibility to go make a trade. And so if we just jumped out and made a big splash, the trade, we wouldn't have been able to make the trade.
I like that. And that is I said this last week, it's such a huge confidence booster if your company decides, you know what, we don't need to go outside and bring new people in. Look what we have here. Let's just make sure that these people are happy, and let's keep, watering them and watch them grow type of thing. So I like that. Thank you so much to George Payton talking free agency with us on that one. Pretty cool. And I believe Sean Payton's going to be talking later today. I'll check on that before the show wraps up, see if we can snag some audio before the show ends. But also, big news coming out yesterday that we should be very happy about is Mike Kliss of 9 News was talking to George Payton. And it got brought up, and this is all article form as of right now. But they were talking about Bo Nix. Where's he at as far as recovery? He said that Bo Nix is ahead of schedule and will be ready for OTAs. That's a big, big deal. I'm very happy about that.
Bang, no, let's go. I'm pumped.
So is Riley Moss. Oh, my God. I like that. I'm very happy about that. Denver Broncos, I mean, you guys look like that. You're it. As long as the Chiefs don't bounce back, I don't see why the Broncos don't take the division again and make some noise in the playoffs. I don't see it. It's all about health. Really, to be honest, with the Denver Broncos. Because with Bo Nix, J.K. Dobbins back there leading the offense, now you got Waddle, you got Sutton, like them or not, Franklin, Mims. Oh, the Broncos have a very fun offense. Now, it's not like the old Peyton Manning Denver Broncos offense, but it's an exciting offense, which Broncos country hasn't had in a while. But the big, big key is keeping everybody healthy, which you guys know that's no guarantee. No guarantee at all. But I'm excited for it. Very, very excited. Hey, real quick, you know what else I'm excited about? Putting your junk in our trunk. Storms Bros Junk Removal. If your home, garage, office, or yard is looking like a disaster zone, they get it. And you need to contact Storms Bros Junk Removal right now. They can help clear up the mess and get rid of that stress. Oh my gosh, that rhymes. You're welcome. And listen, I get it. They get it. Things pile up over time. And now we're in the middle of spring cleaning. Although we might get snow here in the Denver area. Doesn't matter. But you're still cleaning stuff up, clearing out the garage. Maybe you got a messy backyard. It doesn't matter. They can help clear it all out for you, get rid of things, whether it's couches, sofas, futons, mattresses, box springs, appliances, electronics. All that stuff's a pain in the butt to deal with. And you're like, oh, my God. Maybe you got a bunch of neighbors collectively. Maybe you just all collectively call Storms Bros Junk Removal, and they'll come out and pick up all your stuff. That's the way to do it. That's the way I like to do it. But maybe you did some construction. Maybe you're a construction company. Doesn't matter. They can get rid of all that yard waste. There's nothing they can't handle. Well, I'm sure there is, but you get my point. Check them out. Go to stormsbrothersjunk.com right now. Stormsbrothersjunk.com right now. Get a free quote. And you can also give them a call. 303-736-9404. 303-736-9404. That's Storms Bros Junk Removal. Put your junk in our trunk. And what we should do right now is jump into the mailbag.
Mailbag. You've got mail.
All right, this one comes in from Matt OFP. Matt, I haven't heard from you in a bit. Guessing you're busy. Yes, you're so busy that you can't call or write other than now. And so long. He's talking about ABS, which kind of circles back to the beginning of the show where I don't like to be an umpire. Okay. But anyway, he's responding to a thread on Twitter where some people are upset about ABS, and it's usually the take is, well, come on, the umpires are part of the game. Now you're subtracting them. This is what Matt said. DeHuff, jeering the ump has always been part of the game. At the pro level, it should be encouraged. I kind of agree with that. Kind of. At any level, any level below is just jackass fans. 100% agree. They don't have to worry about hitting a curveball, ball placement, or full count hitting. They have a dream job. A man is his job. So, yes, but fuck, man. Do you see that? I'll bring it up again. The Angela Hernandez version, instead of Angel Hernandez, I think her name's Jen. She's a female, the first female umpire. And there's a lot of pressure on that because there's a lot of eyeballs on her. And there's a lot of sexist eyeballs on her waiting for her to fuck up. And when they call a ball and immediately the catcher pats his head, we need ABS. We need ABS. And they call, and the ABS comes back like 5 seconds later, and the ball is right in the middle of the strike zone. Listen, I get the ones where they're on the outside, and it's like just nicking the corner. And people are like, oh, man, they fucked up that call. We're like, really? Come on. Those ones I understand when umpires fuck up. But when it's clear as day in the middle of the strike zone, that's a problem. And that's highlighting some bullshit eyeballs that are behind the plate calling the game. I know we want to make fun of umpires. And it's very easy to do. But one, it's hard. And two, if you can get rid of the inconsistencies in a game, you get rid of the inconsistencies, despite the entertainment value that is the umpires, right? I listen, as much as it's as fun as it is to make fun of Blue behind the bag, the plate, I'm all for ABS. And at what point, I think I said my prediction earlier was going to be like in 2 years, they're going to, or whenever the contracts are up for the umpires, that's when ABS is going to take over. Whatever their union is. And that's going to be a bitch because people are going to be like, oh, how are we supposed to feed our family? I don't know. Get a better job. Don't be an umpire. Or go to the lower levels. How about that? They would love you at the college ranks. Now, that being said, the money's not going to be as good. And I get that. But don't tell me that your life is over because you only have one skill, and that's to poorly call a game. So I love ABS. I love it. It's really pointing out the shit umpires. And I say that because I say that because sorry, there's some Sean Payton stuff coming out. It's ruining the game, and we officially have confirmation that they're doing a really bad job. We knew they were doing a bad job, but now it's in your face that they're doing a bad job. So just get rid of the umpires as soon as possible. Get rid of them, or you get rid of the behind the plate umpire, and then you keep umpires out in the field. How about that? You're just nixing one job. Think of the money you could save. Come on. I'm trying to see if there's any good sound that I could steal real quick off of the internet. Okay. I don't know if it's worth just playing something randomly, because sometimes these guys in the media just post random shit just to post random shit.
The point is, though, you have to apply some patience and have a good plan. And we recognize where we're at. We understand exactly where we're at with Mo's contract, our team, and yet the mistake 2/3 of the teams make is trying to win the day, win the draft day, win the hiring cycle day, and win the free agency day. And we're interested in winning. And so that's why our fan base is extremely important to us, but we're going to do what we think is best for our team to be better when this puzzle is finished at the end of, call it, June.
Okay, I love that. I'm going to stop it. That thing goes on for another, say, 50 seconds, and I don't know if it's going to be any good. But I like what he said right there. They're not looking for short-term success. They're looking for long-term success. We've talked about that plenty of times. That happens in business. That happens in sports all the time. I love that, because so many people are like, well, let's focus on winning draft day, winning free agency. Ooh. And how many people are knocking the Broncos still mad? Even local media here going, did the Broncos fuck up by, they don't say that because they don't have fucking nuts. Did the Broncos fuck up by, not making enough moves in free agency? I think so. Do you? Do you? No. No. Fuck, I'll stand on that hill. I'll die on that hill. The Broncos did the right thing by not making that many moves in free agency. If anything, they just shot up their entire team with confidence. Go, fuck, man, these guys believe in us. We are that close. We are that close. You don't just make changes just to make changes. And that's what everybody is expecting in free agency. That's moronic. How many times have you guys worked for a company and they're tweaking with shit that's not broken? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what the Broncos did in free agency. Why would you expect them to tinker with something that doesn't need tinkering? Let's just go out there and fix it. I don't see what's wrong with that. I know what's wrong with that. It ain't broke. And that's what the Broncos did. Oh, okay. You know what? Let me get a new receiver over here real quick. Let's put that in the mix. We got that new defensive back too. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we're good. We're good now. We're good now. Yeah, I like that. That's what I want to see from a team. Whether it's in sports or in business. Don't fuck with shit just to fuck with shit. Makes no sense. Otherwise, what's going to happen if you start tinkering for no freaking reason? Guess where we're at in 1 or 2 seasons? Going, God, might as well just blow up the whole damn team. No, guys, God. Look at when the Chiefs were winning all those Super Bowls. They weren't tinkering too much. Same with the Patriots. There might be a few guys here and there, but ultimately the core stays the same. That's what the Broncos did, only their core is a lot larger than a lot of other teams. I'm very excited that Sean Payton came out there and said that. We should be very excited as a fan base. Even if you're not a Broncos fan, if your coach came out there and said that, we didn't make a bunch of moves because we wanted to win a day. We want to win the season. We want to win the league. Come on, man. Absolutely freaking right, Sean Payton. I love it. It's exactly what I want to hear from a team. Not some fucking bullshit like that. Like, oh, we got to win free agency. Guys, I don't think they know what they're doing. Look at me. I'm talking out of my beehole. You know what you guys in the media are that are mad that the Broncos didn't do jack shit in free agency? Your Ace Ventura talking out of his ass. That's you. You don't have to make moves. Well, that's what everybody else does. Oh, did your mama not tell you? If somebody else jumps off a cliff, are you going to follow right with them? Is that it? Huh? Is that it? You dumb shit? My God. Well, Timmy, do you want to explain to me how you electrocuted yourself? Well, everybody else was sticking a fork in the outlet, so I did it too, and it hurt. Okay? Maybe don't do it, dummy. God damn it. This makes me more excited for the Denver Broncos season. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. You know? Ooh, I'm so excited. You're welcome. Anyway, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. That's it for the sports section from the Storms Bros Junk Removal Studios. Check them out at stormsbrothersjunk.com. I gotta put it to paper, send it off to the Storms Bros Junk Removal crew, and get a final approval. But I want you guys to start sending in your junk, pictures of your junk to them, not me, because I don't trust you. They're going to call me up once I get this finalized and start promoting it. They're going to be like, hey, DeHuff, why am I getting a bunch of pictures of fellas wieners? Be like, I don't know. No idea. No idea. Also, big thanks to Roof Goat USA. Check them out at roofgoatusa.com. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. Let's keep moving forward. I'll talk to you next time.